Hi guys, I'm Solaris. Welcome to my channel, Solaris Fairy Astrology and Tarot, where I channel for you all sorts of psychic messages to help you in your love life using astrology, tarot cards, and oracle cards. Today's video is, what are their confessions? What do they want to confide in you about? What do they secretly think and feel for you? And what do they want to tell you? In addition to this reading, I'm also offering an extended where I'm looking deeper into what do they want to tell you, as well as other questions that Spirit wants for me to answer for you regarding your person. Each pile is different, so every extended will be different. If you're curious about that, then definitely check out the extended after your reading. Today you have 3 piles to choose from. The first pile is a pink pumpkin with a bat on the top and the Trick or Treat tarot cards. Pile 2 features a bright pink ghost and the Disney Villan tarot cards. And pile 3 is a baby bat with the vampire teeth and the cat tarot cards. When you have chosen the pile that you would like to watch, go to the description box and scroll down to see the timestamps. Click on the timestamp that matches your pile, and that will take you to your reading. I'll see you there. Bye! Hi, Pile 1. Welcome to your reading today, where we are focusing on what do they want to confess to you? What do they want to tell you right now? What are their secret thoughts that they're thinking about you? And what do they want to tell you if they could say anything uninhibited? So, you guys have picked a couple of really cute things in the intro. First of all, you've picked this really cute pale pink pumpkin with this adorable bat. So that's adorable. I'm going to put this in frame for you. So this will be part of your reading today. I also have your tarot deck that you picked from the intro, which is a tarot oracle deck called Trick or Treat, which I love. And this is so cute and adorable. It's my favorite new Halloween deck. And I have a beautiful pink rose quartz crystal for you. So I'm going to put this in frame for you so you can see it as well. So first I'm going to do a Celtic cross, actually. And I want to use this deck to see a little bit about, like, from their higher self. What are they thinking and feeling, and what do they wish that they could tell you? So their higher self is pushing them to tell you this. I'm not going to do reversals for this part, actually, but I'm going to look to see, trick or treat, what is their higher self guiding them to tell you? More details, more details. What have they told you in the past? What have they confessed to you already? What is their higher self trying to get them to tell you in the future? And what does their higher self want to remind them about in regards to you? So what do they wish that your person could confess to you to help you have more information about this situation? And then what are their conscious thoughts? What are they ready to tell you? And then what are they, and then what are you ready to tell them? What do they wish above all else that they could tell you? And then another thing that their higher self is guiding them to tell you in the future. Okay, yes. So their higher self is guiding them to confess to you that they are heartbroken right now. And I feel like their higher self is guiding them to tell you how sad they are without you, to tell you how much they wish that you were in their life more, and how they're not happy with the situation, that they feel very heartbroken about this. Maybe their higher self wishes that you knew, or wishes they could confess to you that they're really sad. I feel like they might be grieving right now, or they might be sad about you and about this connection and the state of it. Then I get painful ending. Yes, that their higher self is guiding them to give you insight and open up to them in regards to their life about a painful ending that they're going through right now. They also might be going through a painful ending in something else in their life, another relationship, a career, moving. They might be grieving a death of somebody close to them, but it seems like right now they might be heartbroken over a painful ending. And I feel like that in this particular case, and is this a bat? Yes, I get the bat, which shows up with the bat. So I'm also getting here that it's like they're having a painful ending, and maybe there's an ending in their life that they need to go through, but it's painful. and their higher self wishes that they could share that with you. I feel like if this is about you, their higher self wishes that they could confess this to you. If this is about another situation in their life, that their higher self wishes that they could just like open up and confide in you, and can open up and just share all this with you. They wish they could just share this with you. And then Wounded Warrior, yeah, this is like the 9 of Wands. So it seems like their higher self is guiding them to tell you how maybe they're like in a lot of pain, they're heartbroken, they're going through a painful ending, or they just went through a painful ending. I would say they're still going through it, actually. This is more the present moment. And that they're maybe a little worse for wear, maybe they're a little wounded, maybe they're feeling a little sad. It's like this little baby here is all like bandaged up. So it seems like that they're feeling maybe overly sensitive right now. Maybe if you guys had a conversation and you were like, why was my person acting that way? Maybe it's because they're feeling really hurt about other things in their life, and they're feeling like overly emotional about things. And maybe they wouldn't even emotionally react this way normally, but in this circumstance they are. So there is this. Then I get thirst for adventure. So I'm getting that in regards to thirst for adventure in the past, your person has told you how excited they were maybe to go on a trip or to travel. I feel like this is like Page of Wands, Knight of Wands energy. So it seems like your person was very excited to go off and travel and go have like an adventure, kind of like an 8 of Wands energy. These cards do correlate to the tarot cards, so each oracle is a tarot card. But I got too excited when I got the box in the mail and I shuffled them before I actually wrote down which one is which. But I would say this is very like Page of Wands, Knight of Wands, 8 of Wands energy. So I feel like that, yeah, your person might have confessed to you or told you in the past about how they were excited about a trip or an adventure that they were about to embark on, or that they were going to embark on in the future. And I feel like they were very excited about that. Even deeper than that, I think that they confessed to you, or they confided in you, that your person was, yeah, I feel like this reading is more like, what do they wish they could confide in you about? And I feel like with this, I feel like it's like your person also just has a love for travel, a love for adventure, a love and a lust for life in big certain ways, that it's like your person wishes that you, or I feel like they told you this, and maybe they only hit the tip of the iceberg, but it's like this is such a deep theme in your person's soul, that it like makes them so excited to do this. So I feel like that your person, it's like they want to travel the world or something. I'm getting very strong Sagittarius energy. But right now they're going through such a tough wounding that maybe it's dimming their fire a little bit. They might be a fire sign, but going through a painful time. So there is this, but there is a resilience in your person with that Wounded Warrior. There is a resistance. There's a resilience to coming up out of a hard time. And I feel like they just wish they could have a heart-to-heart talk with you and just like share all that with you. In the future, they want to confess that they would like to have more of a foundation with you, or build a foundation with you. They also might talk about the foundation that you guys have built together. If you guys are the ones going through the heartbreak and the breakup, then I would say that your person would maybe like to rebuild a foundation, or talk about how you guys have built a strong foundation and could continue along. If you guys are a safe place that your person can come and have a heart-to-heart talk with, or confide in and confess things to you, then I feel like they might actually be able to finally feel safe to release all of this heartbreak for your comforting. So I feel like they want your comforting. So I feel like that they know that you are a safe place to turn to. Then I get the act of passion, Ace of Wands. Oh no, this is the Knight. This is the Knight of Wands. So this is kind of the Knight of Wands. This is also kind of the Knight of Wands. This is kind of 3 of Wands, 8 of Wands. So your person has a lot of fiery energy coming through. Foundation, I feel like, is very Cancer, very Taurus energy. I see those signs as well. But yeah, this is actually much more in the Knight of Fire, because I'm getting the horses. So yeah, so your person really wants to really urge your person to tell you more so about traveling, maybe a trip that came up that they went on, maybe details about a trip, maybe like dynamics of like what happened here. So I get the act of passion, and I feel like your person is also being guided to share with you how much passion they have for you. So there is that. Consciously, what they're ready to tell you, I get King of Fire. They are ready. They want to present themselves as way more like strong and brave and capable and mature and powerful than they are right now. Because they are literally a wounded warrior, but they are wanting to show off to you that they are this like king of fire. So they are really this inside, but they want you to perceive them. They want you to look at them like they are this. So they are ready to tell you about how strong they feel for you, how much passion, this act of passion, this king of fire, these wands. And I feel like your person is ready to tell you just like how much you light their fire up, how much they want to move forward with you, how much they want to like race in and just show you all of their chemistry, all of their passion. And they're really wanting to take charge and be a leader. They're wanting to be this evolved fire sign. Again, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius is coming through very strong. Your person might have pride and may not actually like people to perceive them as weak or sensitive or emotional. So they might be trying to cover all of this up, and that's more of their vulnerable spot. And King of Fire, yeah, this is really like what they're wanting you to see. That's what they're ready to tell you. They're ready to tell you about their sexual attraction for you, or to delve deeply into how attracted to you they are. You are ready to tell them that you already picked this up intuitively. I get the intuition. I also feel like you want to tell them how much you want to protect them and guard them, because it's the evil eye. So it seems like you're really wanting to tell them like, I already know. Or it's like you might also want to just kind of communicate about like an open secret, something that you guys both are aware of and know, but that you want to verbalize it. It seems like you want to just kind of identify it and acknowledge it, where you and your person are able to like talk about the elephant in the room. So I feel like you guys might be in a situation where you guys are not together, and it's either hurting them and making them sad, or they are ending a situation in their life that was super painful and they're heartbroken about this, but they are wanting to rise up out of the ashes like this big fiery fire and consume you. And I feel like you want to talk about the elephant in the room and how intuitive you are and how much you already pick up on their passion for you and how much you intuitively actually might even know that they are sad. Your person really, really, really wants to tell you the most that they either feel rejected from this painful ending with you or from somebody else, and that they are still healing from that rejection wound. Or they might be scared of rejection. They might want to tell you so much about their fear of rejection, because this little ghost is saying boo, and it's almost like a fear, like this ghost is trying to scare you, and then there's rejection. So it's almost like a fear of rejection. So your person's higher self is really wanting them to tell you the most about how sensitive they are to rejection. They might have actually like rejection sensitivity, or how much they are sensitive to this. And then I get with the Foundation card in the future, I get grief. Yeah. So your person, if they are going through a divorce, if your person is going through a breakup, if your person is going through a loss of a job, if your person is going through a death in the family, I feel like your person is grieving the whole entire foundation of their life, of their relationship, that this might be such a big kind of wound in your person. It might be even bigger than like, oh, I'm just going through a painful breakup right now. I feel like it's shaking their core, it's shaking their foundation, it's shaking what they believe, it's shaking what they are trying to accomplish. I feel like it's shaking like a lot more of like the underbelly of things. And I feel like in the future they might open up to you about this. And I get grief and I get foundation. So yes, so I get that, yeah, your person is wanting to confide this in you. Okay. All right. Now I'm going to look at relationship spread for you. Any other zodiac signs that come through? I get Pisces, Cancer with that intuition. I'm getting, yeah, Aries, Leo, Sag. Painful ending can be Scorpio. Yeah, Knight of Wands. I get Thirst for Adventure. Scared of Foundation, Taurus energy. Five of Cups. Yeah, so I would say yes. So those are some signs. Now, in regards to your relationship, what's going on right now? I want to see the dynamics. So how you're thinking and feeling about them, and I will do reversals for this part. How they're thinking and feeling about you. And this is not what's going on other things in their life. This is just their connection with you and the current moment. What happened in the past to bring the two of you to this situation? What happened in the future in the next 3 months? Or what will happen in the future within the next 3 months? I want to say on their side. And then I'm going to say on your side towards them, on their side towards you. So what they'll do in the next 3 months, what you'll do in the next 3 months. A card for, I do feel like this is supposed to be upright, but we'll see. And then I feel like what you'll do longer term. Let's see. So what you're thinking, feeling about them right now, I get abandonment, reconsider, and healing. You might be thinking like, okay, actually, I know they're healing. I know they're in a healing phase right now. I want to help them heal. Or I know they're healing and maybe they're not emotionally available. And then I get reconsider, abandonment. You might be thinking, well, if they're very sensitive about rejection, then maybe I need to think about how to handle things differently. If they are healing right now, then maybe this abandonment that I've been going through, or this rejection I've been going through, is actually not abandonment or rejection, that maybe it's just their healing cycle and it's not personal. I feel like for you, you might feel abandoned though. I feel like you yourself might be going through a healing cycle. And you also might feel like you thought you knew what you were going to do about this and this connection, but now you're reconsidering. So now you're not sure. Now you're thinking about, well, maybe I should do something different. Your person, I get transformation. I get the death card. So you guys might be the ones going through the breakup, and you're knowing that they're sad about it. So are you. Oh, this is cute. I feel like that they know that either you guys are going through the breakup, or that the breakup in their life is making them go through a lot. It also, if this is an ex or something that like they broke up with, or broke up with them and now they're more available or will be soon, I feel like that they might be also more freed up now. And I feel like they might be going through a soul change and a soul transformation. This is a Scorpio energy with the transformation card. Because the reason why I'm thinking that either way, whether you guys went through the breakup or whether they went through a major ending in some other area of their life, including a romantic relationship, which now means you guys might have more of a chance, I am getting determination, messages of love. I feel like your person to you is like determined to message you. They are determined to share love with you. They are determined to share affection and love and romance, and maybe they are going through a change and a transformation on a soul level. So whether they're grieving your breakup and they want to come back in determined to share all of this love with you, or whether they went through another ending and they are really coming back in more determined to kind of like be more available to share their feelings and shoot their shot, I feel like either way, your person is so ready to communicate this love, and they are determined to do so. This is like the Chariot, about like moving forward. And not only that, but check this out. Look at the determination of your person. It's the same color pumpkin. So that is amazing. So yes, I feel like your person is ready to share with you all of these romantic feelings. In the past, what has led you guys to this point? I get that there were these cards in reverse. So I would say that you guys were not together, with the Union card or Two of Cups in reverse. Or this could be also a Lover's card, but probably Two of Cups. So you guys were not together with this Union card in reverse. Also, being not with you also led to some fears in both of you. It triggered your anxieties because there is also, again, that word boo that shows up in this card. So definitely some worries and anxieties by not being together. So whether you were together and then you broke up and now they're at a place where they're finally ready to start to connect with you, or whether they were just, you guys were like never able to be together. Like maybe you guys just never were able to have a chance. But I get cycle completion, the World, I get it in reverse. You guys were not able to end the cycle. You guys were feeling like, you know what? If this is a secret admirer, or if this is somebody where you guys have had feelings but couldn't act on it, you guys felt like we have unfinished business here. We have feelings for each other. We have not been able to actually come together and explore them. If this is a connection where you guys have broken up, you guys still would feel like, you know, but it doesn't really feel totally over. It doesn't really feel like it's all the way done. And it seems like there's unfinished business. And that's maybe part of what they want to confess to you or tell you in this message of love. And then also, but at the same time though, it seemed like in the past, you guys felt like maybe there wasn't any hope for this connection. And maybe because you guys weren't together, you felt like it wasn't done, it wasn't totally over, or you couldn't be together because of external circumstances or other relationships. But now it seems like that, you know, there wasn't hope before, but now it's like your person is determined to transform themselves. They are determined to transform themselves and this connection. And maybe you're like, you know what, I thought that I abandoned hope. I thought that nothing was going to be able to happen between us. But now maybe we can reconsider this. Or maybe your person sharing these messages of love with you are going to make you consider what's available and what's possible. Now in the future, how your person is going to act towards you in the future. Your person, they might be actually a little angry or bitter towards you or towards whatever the ending was, because I'm getting bad blood. So I'm getting that your person is feeling like, well, there's a little bitterness now, there's a little bad blood, maybe there's a little anger. If you guys had broken up, maybe you guys are needing to do more healing before you guys could get together. Because I'm feeling like the bad blood is coming from your person's side. So there's a little bit of this. But also I'm feeling if, let's say they had a relationship that broke up with somebody else, they might be like, there's a lot of bad blood now. Or I don't know, maybe we need to keep things kind of discreet and on the down low. Because I feel like your person's not ready to take a leap of faith with you. With this leap of faith card in reverse. And I feel like your person is like, treat yourself. So I feel like your person might also be in a mindset now where they kind of just want to like treat themselves and do self-care. Maybe they're like, you know what, this situation, I'm still healing. I'm grieving, I'm still healing, I'm not ready. I still have bad blood in regards to whatever ended in the past between you guys or somebody else or in their life. They are still reeling from that. They're not ready to take a leap of faith with you, and they're not ready. They just need to do self-care right now. So your person may be like wanting to give you a lot of love or message you, but then they might also be very aware how they're like, I don't know though if I'm ready. Or they might just be scared. For you, in the next few months, what you would do towards your person, you're going to be manifesting them happiness and act of impulse. All right, so number one, you're going to be manifesting them. You are going to wish or hope that you guys can make this work. So you're going to be manifesting with the Magician. That's a Gemini energy. I also get Gemini Sagittarius energy with that leap of faith, the Fool. And I get happiness. I get that like you're going to be trying to manifest happiness in this connection. You're going to be trying to like manifest this so you guys can both be happy. You might also be trying to help your person heal so they can be happy. There's this. And you might say or do something that's based on like a burst of happiness or acting on your impulses or acting on your intuition or on your instincts. So you're going to take some action based on some instinct that you like, because you're manifesting them and you're like happy and you're good and you're gonna like act on it. You're not the one grieving. So I don't think you guys broke up with each other because you guys don't seem upset with each other. I feel like you guys weren't able to be together, but you guys didn't break up, and I feel like that ending was something else in their life and they're still upset about it. But I feel like you're feeling good about it. What you would do towards them later on down the road, I get King of Coins. You would probably give them a very real offer. You might be actually in your masculine. You might pursue them like the masculine does. You might be somebody that is looking at your person as somebody that could be the King of Coins for you. You might look at your person as somebody who's like very spouse material, or you would be spouse material towards your person. They would see you as this. I feel like if your person broke up with somebody else, you're so happy, you'll be able to like think like, oh my God, I can snatch them up now. It's almost like this little Frankenstein is like trying to snatch up this pumpkin. Like, oh my gosh, now I can have I can have my person. Even if your person's like, I am so not ready. I am a wounded warrior. There is a lot of bad blood. I just need some self-care. I'm not ready to jump into anything right now. So there is that. You might be eager and impulsive and excited though, and they may not be ready. In their side towards you, yeah, I get limitations. So your person is like, I don't know, I'm very limited. I still feel like there's a lot that I need to recover from or heal from. I'm very limited. I feel like you're going to be excited, but your person's going to feel very limited. So there is this. And I feel like your person is needing to like rise up out of or like rise up like that little Draculus love here. Also, I am getting a role reversal. I usually get feminines for the people watching, for the viewer, and masculines for the one that is the person. But I'm also getting, you might be more in the masculine role in this dynamic, and they might be more in the feminine role in this dynamic. So there is that. All right. They also might feel limited if they might feel limited by a feminine, like maybe a baby mama or, you know, that kind of thing. Or they might feel like, I don't know, I have so many limitations. I don't know if I can provide for pile, you know, one, what they want or what I think they should have, or, you know, that kind of thing. All right, let's see here. What do they want to confess to you? What do they want to confide in you about? I'm going to go to Let's Fall in Love Oracle. Actually, we're almost at half an hour. So I will give you this and then I'll give you a final message. And then we'll go to the extended, which I don't even know what we'll cover. But we'll cover something. All right. So Let's Fall in Love Oracle. How many cards? 1, 2, 3. And there's no reversals for this. I was getting, yeah, like 6. All right, so what your person would like to confess to you or confide in you about right now, about you guys, there is hope for us. So where that hope card was in reverse, with that cupcake in reverse, your person wants to confess and confide to you like, no, there really is hope for us. Even if I'm in a major healing cycle, there is hope for us now. Or there's hope for us where there wasn't before. So that's something that your person wants to confess to you. And actually, that's beautiful because if you guys felt like, you know what, we could never be together, we can never have this. Now it seems like you guys can have this, and that's lovely. But barricading you out. So your person may have super strong boundaries that are not even boundaries. They might actually be walls. So your person still might kind of block you out, lock you out, or they might want to confess something to you or confide in you about their big walls or about their big boundaries. So they might need to share something with you. Like they might have been having big walls or boundaries if they were in a relationship and it's ending and they're going through the chaos of that. They might have big walls or big boundaries if, let's say, they had to barricade you out because of like a very serious career or family issues that they need to deal with, or maybe their grief prevented them from letting you in. But I feel like they want to confess something to you in regards to why they had to barricade you out, why they had to have such a big boundary to you. And then disappearing acts. They also might need to confess to you or confide in you maybe why they disappeared, why they ghosted, if they've ghosted or disappeared, maybe why they had to like dip away, that kind of thing. So if they ghosted, if they disappeared, if they had walls or barricaded you out or ghosted you or blocked you, I feel like they want to confess to you or confide in you about those things. Then I can feel you waiting for me. So I feel like energetically they feel you waiting for them, or they feel that you're around, or they feel your energy, or they feel you there. Maybe you've said to them like, I'm always here for you, or oh, I'll be there for you. It's like they can kind of feel that you're there waiting. Then I get, and they might want to tell you about that. Let's meet up. Yeah, they want to come. They want to see you. I feel like they're going to want to see you. They're going to want to talk to you. They do want to, they're like determined to send you a message of love. They're determined to talk to you. And it seems like, yeah, they really want to meet up. So there is this. And then I want to grow old with you. So maybe they're feeling like there is hope for you guys. They want to enlighten you and shed light on why they barricaded you out, what the disappearing act is or was, and maybe they want to tell you about how do they see the future, how do they see being in a relationship with you. I feel like they want to be with you, but I feel like that there's a lot they almost have to like explain about their past or their behavior. So I feel like this is almost like they need to like explain something. Okay, then I want to do a final message, and we're going to do some communication cards. So I'm going to layer the Hermit. I'm going to layer messages from Divine Masculine, even though it seems like in this spread you actually show up more as the masculine. Maybe you're, or have been in the past, more in like a chaser role. And yeah, we'll do a little light side, shadow side message. Okay, so we're going to do light side, shadow side. I'll do 3 piles. I have messages from Divine Masculine and Hermits. So here's Hermits. All right. so I have these 3 cards. For the first pile, I'm going to symbolize it by this beautiful yellow glittery geode. The second pile will be symbolized by this fluorite pyramid. And the third pile, I'm going to symbolize it with this cotton candy pink dyed quartz. So feel free to pick which pile resonates with you the most and pick on that pile. You can pick multiple piles if you're drawn to multiple crystals. So we have 1, 2, and pile 3. You can pause the video if you need more time and unpause the video whenever you're ready. Okay guys, so first of all, I want to just kind of go through this real quick. First of all, thank you guys so much for watching, liking, and commenting on my videos. This is the 4th video in my 8-video Halloween series. I hope you've been enjoying all of them. If you haven't checked them out, I definitely encourage you to check them out. I hope it helps you in your love life. Also, I wanted to thank you guys so much. I appreciate you guys when you share my videos on social media and tell the word and tell your friends. That really helps. Thank you for watching my ads for 30 seconds while they play in the background on silent so they don't bother you. After 30 seconds, press the skip button and it returns you to this video and I continue channeling for you. Thank you guys for your donations as well, for donating to the channel. You can go to my super thanks button or in the description box, there's a link to my PayPal and Venmo. Thank you guys so much for sending in tips for these readings. It lets me buy cute stuff for the channel, as well as cute card decks and crystals and everything. If you haven't subscribed, I would welcome you guys to subscribe. Welcome to the channel. We have all sorts of cool stuff going on. Obviously now is the Halloween section, so I hope that you've been enjoying all of it and definitely stick around. And if you want a private reading, then you can go to my website, fairyastrology.com. I give readings in 15-minute intervals and the pricing is accordingly based on your budget and your needs. I can channel for you over the phone or over a video call to anywhere that you are in the world. And if you need my help, let me know. I'm here for you. I use astrology, tarot, and oracle to answer any love question or anything at all that you would like to know. All right, so if you guys are focusing on, if you guys picked this beautiful yellow geode, your person would like to confess or confide in you. We are mirroring each other, Ace of Wands, and can you forgive me? Can you try to understand me? So your person really wants you to understand them. If they've done things that they are not proud of or unhappy about in this connection, they would pray for your forgiveness. If in the rare chance you guys had been together and they're, in a breakup situation with you, they would love for your forgiveness. They would love your understanding. They also are mirroring you. They're feeling the same way, or they're feeling very similar to you about the feelings you guys share for each other. So I feel like it's like mutual affection, mutual love. And so you're mirroring each other right now. And I get the Ace of Wands, which is their big, sexy sexual attraction to you. I always look at Ace of Wands as a very passionate encounter, and wanting to be with you and a physical chemistry is amazing, as well as they're wanting to take action on you right away. So even if they're not ready to take a leap of faith, I do feel like there is something that they're going to take action on immediately, and you'll probably get some action from them immediately, even if they're not ready to jump into a whole new relationship. I do feel like there's a lot of things that they are willing to do or want to do, even in their limitations. Okay, for those of you who have got this beautiful fluorite pyramid, your person wants to confess to you their shadows. I'm trying to bury my love for you. So your person is trying not to love you. They're trying not to feel the intensity of their love and the intensity of their feelings. They were trying to focus on whatever responsibility they had instead, but they are aching to touch and kiss you. So they are trying to bury their love. They're trying to resist their passion for you. They're trying to resist their sexual attraction for you. And they're trying to really, really just oppress and repress and resist that attraction. So it seems like their attraction for you makes them feel guilty, or puts them in their shadows, or puts them in their weak energy or their shame energy, that kind of thing. And then it says, my life started when I met you. So it seems like when they met you, that's when they started being revived. That's when they started feeling like all these feelings all over again. Like they started feeling happy and ready for life again. They were just feeling so inspired when they met you. And then for those of you who have picked this pink quartz, your person wants to tell you, I can't admit that I'm wrong. So your person feels like they might be very rigid with their beliefs. So they have a hard time confessing when they're wrong or when they did something wrong. And then it says, ignoring what others are saying about our connection. So if other people are like, hey, person, you like are like not in the right here, you need to do something different. Your person is all like, I'm not listening. I don't want to hear that. They might be like pretty emphatic and like stuck in their like emphatic beliefs. Also, if your person is getting messages from other people being like, oh my gosh, don't go there, then your person is like, I'm going to do what I want. I need to follow my heart. I need to follow my soul. So that is where your person is listening to their intuition over other people's opinions. But they also know that now is not the time. So they're in a very grieving, healing cycle right now. So maybe later on is better timing for you in this connection. So there is that. All right. So that is what your person wanted to confess or confide in you. Okay, guys. So for the extended, if you guys are going to join me in the extended, I'm going to go more into their confessions and what they want to confide in you, what they want to tell you right now. And with the chocolate candy kisses, sugar rush of love, their late night thoughts, and their mysterious heart. So I'm going to use those decks to tap in, as well as I'm going to pull 2 cards from here to see what else does the universe and spirit want to tell you right now in regards to this connection with your person. What did they think about your last important message or conversation? So we're going to see, what did they think about your last conversation? What did they think about this? I'm going to use Gentle Heart Tarot actually to answer this question, combined with the Stellar Energy Oracle. So I will use this for this. And then what else does Spirit and Universe want you to know about your person right now? This one. Right. What are they ready for with you? Because I do get that your person is ready for some things, but they're also not ready to take a leap of faith. And maybe they need more reassurance. Maybe they don't want to take a leap of faith, but they might want to take a leap, like a step forward, if they are sure about some things. So maybe in the right situation, they would be ready to take a step forward, but maybe not a leap of faith. So what are they ready for with you? I'm going to answer that by using more Let's Fall in Love Oracle and Pink Divine Love Oracle. All right, you guys, so if you want to know about any of this, then feel free to go to the description box now and scroll down. You guys are the pink pumpkin with the bat on top. And I don't know how I refer to it in the video because I haven't done this. Oh, there's a bat there. I would say yes, the pink bat and pumpkin. And I will see you guys there. You guys are pile 1. And if you're not joining me there, no worries. This is video 4 of my 8 video Halloween series. I'll see you guys in the next one, or in the archived video, or in my archived videos, in the comments, or in a private reading. I'll see you guys later. Bye. Hi, Pile 2. Welcome to your reading today, where we are focusing on what are their confessions? What do they want to confide in you? What are their secrets and secret thoughts about you? And what do they wish they could tell you? All right, so you guys have picked a couple of cute things from the intro. First of all, I love this little bashful ghost. I feel like he's very bashful. And I love this baby here. It's actually like a bright fuchsia, but it comes up in the, it was actually kind of a purple, and it comes up in the camera as pink. But I love this baby. I think it's very, very cool that you have picked him. He is going to be bashful on the side as we do the reading. I also have this beautiful citrine crystal that I have picked for you to help bless you as you move forward. I think maybe he needs it. Maybe he needs a little more happiness. And you guys have also picked the Disney Villan tarot cards. So let's see what's going on in this connection. What do they want to confess to you? What do they want to unburden their soul about? Alrighty. So I'm starting off actually different. I'm starting with a Celtic cross. I usually start with a relationship card spread, which I will get to. But right now I am going to do this. And for the Celtic cross, I'm not going to take reversals, but I will take reversals for the relationship part. So this is going to be a lot of like their higher self and what their higher self is telling you, or wishing to tell you, or wishing to confide in you, as well as other cards mean other things. So we'll get to that. Alrighty. So, okay. So first, what does their higher self wish that they could tell you? So what is their higher self like urging them to confess to you? The devil. So I get the devil card. Okay, they're wanting to talk to you about sex. They're wanting to talk to you about lust. They're wanting to talk to you about passion. They're wanting to talk to you about money and finances. They're wanting to talk to you about maybe their own selfishness and maybe where they've put themselves first and not you. And it seems like your person is being guided to maybe come clean about some stuff or own up about some stuff, or, talk to you about when because I'm looking at this like Chernobyl guy, and this was from Fantasia, the big monster. I feel like your person is being urged to share with you like when they get angry, when they get frustrated. I feel like your person might be angry at themselves actually, or frustrated with themselves actually. And I get that maybe they're feeling like angry and frustrated, like maybe their efforts with you haven't worked, or like their plans have been like foiled in some way. I feel like there's like an angry monster inside your person that's like, I'm so frustrated. Why can't I get what I want? Like that kind of thing. I feel like your person is feeling a little frustrated. Then I get, so I feel like your person's higher self is urging them to talk to you about their desires. Devil card is very Capricorn, very Scorpio. So those signs show up. Then I get Temperance, Destiny. Your person's higher self is guiding them to, one, share this with you as part of the destiny in order to progress you guys forward. This intimacy and this connection and this closeness can actually help you guys get past a certain difficult part in your connection. Also, I'm getting with the Temperance, this is about like patience, and I'm getting that your person's higher self is guiding them to be patient, or be patient with you, or patient about this connection, or patient about a solution. I'm also getting with Temperance, these are like Flotsam and Jetsam. These are like the eels in Ursula's like Little Mermaid. And so with this, it's almost kind of like these are the little henchmen that are trying to get Ursula what they want. So it's almost kind of like that your person's higher self is trying to get your person what they want and go about it in a certain way, but maybe they've been going about it in a way that is like monstrous, and they need to go about it in a way that is like patient for whatever reason. So there is that. Also, I'm noticing like the blue and the swirling blue, and that's kind of here. Your person might have blue spirit energy. They might have Archangel Michael energy. So there is that. So I'm getting a lot of like blue swirling energy, a lot of protection vibes. Your person might be very protective over you. But also I feel like your person's higher self wants them to confess to you that they think that you are a destiny. Seven of Swords. And this is interesting. This is Lady Tremaine holding a scroll, betraying Cinderella, telling Cinderella that she can't go to the ball, telling Cinderella telling the footman like, oh, there's no other princesses in the house. That kind of thing. So Seven of Swords with the shoe and Lady Tremaine and the scroll. So it seems like your person also may need to tell you the truth about some stuff. Out of all three of these piles, this pile might be one that's like has a hard time with honesty or transparency or vulnerability. I feel like pile one is a lot more vulnerable and transparent and a really like good soul with a lot of integrity. I feel like your person battles with it. I feel like your person goes back and forth between like integrity and morally gray. So I feel like your person is like, kind of straddles the fence from time to time. They might be a little bit of like a naughty energy. And your person, I feel like also is your higher self, their higher self is urging them to like to come clean with you, or to like talk about some areas that where maybe you've caught them in things and they need to confess some things. So your person is like being guided and urged to open up. So there is that. But I feel like they don't love that. They don't love that at all. But they're being guided to do this. They're being guided to have integrity with you, to not betray you, and to do the right thing. In the past, I get Two of Cups. In the past, you guys have been in a relationship or have had a commitment, or you guys have had an agreement, or you guys have been dating. So I feel like you guys have been together in the past. The Two of Cups is a beautiful relationship. And I feel like in the past, what they have talked to you about have been different relationship dynamics. So this card represents what they have shared with you or what they've confessed to you in the past. They might have opened up and shared and confessed to you a lot about their relationships, a lot about your relationship together, and a lot about how they were thinking and feeling about relationship dynamics in their life and with you. And I feel like that they've opened up a lot about love. In the future, what they will confess to you is the sun. Oh, shiny. Okay, so it seems like this is from Moana. And it seems like this is like a hoarder that like keeps everything shiny to themselves. Your person's going to open up about like really wanting to hoard you and your light to themselves. Your person's going to want to probably like, I feel like they're jealous and they're going to want to like possess you kind of and like keep you for theirs and claim you. So there is that. But oh my gosh, I have to show you this close up because look at this funny expression. I love his little face. He's like bug-eyed and happy. So that's like wicked cute. And that's amazing. So I feel like that your person is going to be so happy in the future and they're going to confess to you that you make them the happiest person on earth. So that you make them very, very happy. And I get the Leo energy with the sun. So that's cool. Then I get what your person's higher self wants to remind them or warn them that they should really say to you is I get the moon, and this is Yzma from the Emperor's New Groove. And Yzma kept trying to change herself into multiple different things with multiple different potions. She tried to kill the Emperor with a potion, and then she turned herself into lots of little animals out of like strategy. So I feel like your person's higher self is like, don't keep changing your form. Don't keep shape shifting. Like stay the same. They might actually confess something to you on the full moon. There is a moon there that's full. So there is a full moon. They might have a confession to you. Even this, the sun, can even look kind of like the moon. So there is kind of this. So like where these cards are very like whirling, swirling blue energies. And even this card is even, look at this, it's like blue, green, swirling energy. I'm just going to show you these three actually. So like look at all three of these like whirling, swirling, greenish blue energies. Healing, protective vibes. Healing and speaking your truth. Blue energy is about speaking your truth and having the courage to speak your truth. So there is this. But I get, look at these two full orbs, these two sun and moon. And so the sun and moon are kind of like opposites. They're also like both radiant, glowing vibes. I feel like maybe your person is more in the moon energy where they are trying to be in the shadows and you're more in the sun, trying to be more like open. But it does seem like you guys still look the same. You guys both are these glowing lights. And so there is this Cancer energy is strong here with the moon. And I feel like your person's higher self is guiding them to open up to you about the deeper, like the things you don't know, the mysteries, the things they've kept hidden in the dark, the things that are like they're deeper pieces to them. Things that where you've been maybe confused or not knowing who they are or what is truth, that kind of thing. They're wanting to confess and they're wanting their views to be coming to light. That's what their higher self wants for them. What they're ready to tell you, they're ready to tell you that they check up on you and that they spy on you. They're ready to come clean about ways that they maybe secretly look at your social media or Instagram or, you know, any like websites Googling you or other things. So they might be willing to tell you or ready to tell you how much they still like look for you or that they watch your stories or your reels or something. So there is this. Because I feel like there's a way that they do it which is not public. And I feel like they might be ready to tell you like, yeah, I do check up on you, or yeah, I did see that, or yeah, I do look at that, or, you know, sometimes I look at it with my other account, like that kind of thing. So I feel like, yeah, your person's ready to confess spying energy. Page of Swords is Aquarius, Gemini, Libra energy showing up. You show up as wanting to be single. Oh my gosh, 9 of Coins or 9 of Pentacles. You're like, I'm not ready for this person to be like in my good graces. Maybe they haven't been in your good graces for a while, or maybe they need to try harder, do better, or be better. So it seems like with the 9 of Pentacles, it's kind of like you're not ready to be committed. Maybe you were that 2 of Cups, but now you're like, now I'm independent. Solaris, I am. What they want to confess to you above all else, what they want to confess to you the most. The Page of Coins. They want to confess to you and tell you the most about something that is funny. This is so dumb. Okay. Your person has a really hard time opening up because the Page of Coins, these are laughing hyenas. They're wanting to, oh no, that's what it is. No, they're wanting to have an icebreaker with you, something that will make you laugh to lower your defenses. And then like the hyenas will like pounce on you. So your person, what they want to confess to you the most is they want to give you a lighthearted, funny thing to make you laugh as an in, so then they can really pounce. So they want to kind of like devour you, actually. They want to devour you, and they want an in to devour you is the thing. And that's really connecting to that devil energy. They have their carnal desires, and they're like, what will get me in? Nothing has worked. And now they're like, well, maybe if I make them laugh. It's almost like they're just trying to throw shit at the wall and see what sticks. So yes, this Page of Pentacles, which is a Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn energy. And then I get the Six of Swords, which is Lady Tremaine and Lucifer. So here's Lady Tremaine in the Seven of Swords. Here she is again with the Six of Swords. So it's almost kind of like your person in the future will be willing to tell you that being with you in a relationship would make them the most happy. Because, and I get they will confess that they would be the happiest with you out of anybody else. Or that being with you would make them so ultimately happy. Because the Six of Swords is about being in a relationship or in a partnership. The cat and the woman here actually have like a very good bond, and they like cuddle and they purr and they love each other, and you know there's like a very strong affection between the two of them, even if they're sinister and evil. It seems like they might feel like you guys have a lot in common with each other, like you guys might share hobbies or interests, or they might see a lot of themselves in you, and they might be like, it would make me so happy to be with somebody so similar to me. That sounds so bad. Okay. Maybe your person does have Leo energy, because that is the sun, that is the ego that it pairs with. Your person might be like, I want to be with somebody that's like me. I want to be with somebody that I have a lot in common with, and that, you know, we're the same and that we're similar in ways. And I feel like you and I are structured very similarly. And because of that, I feel like we would really, really have a good relationship together. And I feel like we would be so harmonious and compatible because of this. So I feel like your person really is going to confess this to you. And the Seven of Swords is like they're going to overcome this deception, and they're going to reveal this to you. So they're going to reveal why they think you guys are so great together, and why you guys should be together, and why you should pick them over any other bright and shiny object. Okay. Now I'm going to go to the relationship spread. Relationship spread. All right. Now these I'm going to take reverse if there are reversals. This is your side, how you're thinking and feeling about them currently. How they think and feel about you now. And then cards for the past, what has happened to bring you guys to this situation now. 3 cards, how they will interact with you in the next 3 months. How you will interact with them in the next 3 months. How they will interact with you beyond that. And how you would interact with them beyond that. All right, so how are you thinking and feeling about this? Disney villain. I feel like they might have done you wrong. I think it's ironic, actually, you picked a Disney villain deck. 8 of Cups in reverse, 2 of Swords in reverse, and the Queen of Fire. So you might be one of 2 minds. I get the Queen of Fire, which is the evil queen, and then the evil queen as a witch from Snow White. So it's almost like 2 versions of you. On one hand, you feel beautiful and gorgeous, and you might feel like, oh my gosh, my person thinks I'm so pretty. I am the fairest of them all. On the other hand, with the witch, I feel like that you also are like, well, I do have a little nasty temper. I do have another side to me that I hope they never see. It seems like this is like, I would say your light side and your shadow side. Even though in the Disney villains, she's both shadows. So the Queen of Fire is a very, this evil queen is a very like one-dimensional character in the movie. But here, I would say that it's kind of like your duality, your light and shadow side. And you might look at it like, well, I can go to my light side or I can go to my shadow side. And you're thinking like, do you take the high road when you interact with your person, or do you, you know, off with his head, basically. So it's kind of like you're thinking about that. Also, the Queen of Fire is the hottest queen. And obviously the evil queen is like a very gorgeous Disney villain. So I do feel like they make you feel confident, they make you feel beautiful, they make you feel sexually desired. Even the apple is almost kind of like the Adam and Eve apple temptation energy. So almost like tempting Snow White to eat the apple or bite the apple and eat the poison. So it's almost kind of like there is a temptation with your person where you're like, they might be a poisonous apple, but it does taste damn good. It seems like you might look at your person as like the temptation, or they might look at you as like a temptation. And you might be like, I don't know, that could be poison, but it looks tasty. And then there's a part of you that's like, well, I might be able to get what I want, but I might have to do certain things. Do I want this? And then I get the Eight of Cups in reverse and the Two of Swords in reverse. You are in, and currently in, and may have been in, an indecision time where you have been indecisive. I get Two Swords, but it's in reverse. So you haven't made a choice. You feel like maybe you need to make a choice, but you haven't made a choice. Maybe you feel like you've been at a crossroads. The Queen of Fire is also Aries, Leo, Sagittarius energy. The Eight of Cups is in reverse, so you haven't walked away. And it's kind of like you're still around. You haven't like cut them off and blocked them and stuff. You're still around. But it seems like you haven't walked away, but you haven't maybe gone in or gone all the way in either. For your person, how they are thinking and feeling about you right now. So they feel like they are the King of Wands. So they are the divine counterpart to you. Also, you're prioritizing your own wants and needs right now. You are trying to put yourself first. Lovely. Your person is also trying to put themselves first, but they are in their distorted masculine. So they might be overly selfish or overly, even maybe narcissistic. So I would say the King of Fire in reverse can be very, very narcissistic, very, very overly selfish. So it's like the divine pair. You guys could be together. You see each other as like, yeah, we would be great. But your person's showing up very much out of alignment, very much not congruent, and very much maybe not even in the light. You're showing up the Queen of Wands upright, which is good, even in the villain's theme. So I would say that your person, again, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, or fire sign energy, there is that. Then I get the Three of Coins and the Four of Coins. One, I feel like your person is ready right now to open up and confess and tell you whatever it is you want to know. They are maybe not going to like take action on like volunteering the information, but they're like, I'm an open book. If pile 2 wants to know, they can just ask me. They can just talk to me. I feel like they are not a locked chest. They're an open chest where literally it's upside down and all the contents can like fall out. So I feel like, yes, your person is like, I am an open book. I will spill out all of my treasures. They can know anything they want to know. And there is that, and I will tell them. And then I get the Three of Pentacles in reverse, but I'm not going to try to build with them. I'm not going to try to be a team with them. And I'm not going to try to maybe build a future right now because I'm too selfish. I'm too focused on my own self and to like a megalomaniac way or like a narcissistic way. And there may be a financial issue that is contributing to this personality piece of them. So there is that. So they're like, yeah, I don't know if I want to do this. And then interestingly, look at this though. Here again are the 3 hyenas on these coins that you guys had got in regards to your person about how they're going to try to make you laugh to kind of get their foot in the door to get maybe more into your pants. And so I get that they are right now, they might not have the idea yet. They might not have come across the meme or the humor or the video or the funny thing to send you to make you laugh. They haven't found that perfect thing. It's not the perfect moment yet, but they will. Because since it's in reverse, in the current moment, they have not found it yet, but they are looking for it. I feel like they are searching for it. And maybe that's what they open up and confess to you when they tell you, like, yeah, I was looking for the perfect thing to make you smile. That kind of thing, to come off as really charming. But also, they might be really just a Jafar. Which Jafar is a manipulative one. So we'll see. And then I get, in the past, what happened between you guys. I get the 10 of Coins, I get the 9 of Cups, and I get the 10 of Swords. You guys were in a very serious, stable connection. You guys had, or were thinking like you were building towards a future, or maybe there was talks of that with the 10 of Pentacles. You felt like it was the whole treasure chest. You felt like it, and that's where this treasure chest is here. That they would be open and willing to talk about a future with you, but maybe not co-create one or take steps or action steps to make one. So I feel like they would discuss theories of a future or discuss what it would look like, but they're not ready to take action on it or build it. They don't have the resources to build it. But in the past, you guys had built it. you guys had actually rebuilt or built a beautiful castle. So there is this. Some of you may have lived with your person. You guys had so much pleasure. I get the 9 of Cups. You guys might have overdosed on pleasure. You guys might have had a very hedonistic, sexy time. And, you know, you may remember like, yeah, I was in that energy, but now I'm in a different energy. I can go back and forth between those energies, my shadow and light side. I can go back and forth between those. But your person is maybe stuck in the shadow. So maybe your person got a taste of that and then just never came out of it. So I get the 9 of Cups. You guys kind of indulge very, very much in that. And then I get the 10 of Swords. And then you guys ended it. You guys were done, and maybe there was a breakup or an ending, or it was finished or completed in some way. So there was this ending. Then, in the next 3 months, your person will towards you. They're going to come in wanting to be friends, or maybe saying this. There's stuff that they're going to say. There's stuff they're not going to say. And then there's a relationship they're not going to build. So I feel like they're not ready to offer you a commitment, but they're going to try to be in your life. So I get the King of Swords. That is Aquarius, Gemini, Libra energy. This person is ready to be in your life. This person does have a lot they want to tell you. Maybe even a friendship vibe, or maybe even kind of like keeping their tabs on you until the day comes where either that you let them get what they want, or I feel like you guys are cross purpose right now. You're not letting them get what they want, and they're not giving you what it would take to get what they want. So you guys might be at a stalemate or cross purpose. So there's a lot of stuff over the next 3 months they will tell you. They also might be quite a talker. The Knight of Swords, though, there's a lot of stuff that they're going to keep to themselves, and there's maybe even like they have a hard time taking action or racing in. So I feel like your person will communicate stuff to you, but have a hard time communicating everything. But what I do like is they go from a King of Wands that's not upright, that's like out of alignment, a selfish, distorted masculine king, to at least an upright, respectful friendship masculine. So at least they become into alignment. So maybe they can't have all of their lustful desires satisfied at their whim whenever they want, but at least they become upright, and it seems like they respect you and they treat you better. I get the Knight of Swords in reverse, so they don't really race in. And then with the 4 of Wands, because the reason why they don't offer you this relationship is because they're still in a very hyper selfish mode. Even if they treat you better and they're treating you like an evolved friendship, there is still, look at this, still Jafar, still in reverse. So there is still this energy. So the reason why they still don't offer a relationship or wouldn't be a match to a relationship is because there is that selfish piece they have not worked out when it comes to being a partner, and it's still in reverse when it comes to commitment or when it comes to being there for you. So I feel like in some ways they can be there for you, maybe like cerebral levels, intellectual levels, communication, maybe friendship levels. But when it comes to romantic relationships and being able to be with you, they are way too selfish. Okay, and maybe even very manipulative. All right, then I get how you act towards them is not really any better. You might use your psychic intuition to maneuver the situation or manipulate the situation. You might not communicate to them very well, because I get the High Priestess. Now, this is Maleficent. The crow was the spy that was like getting information for her. So it seems like you might cut off information from your person. You might restrict access. It does seem like with Maleficent in reverse, it seems like interesting because they both have these staffs. But Jafar uses it to manipulate. She uses her staff to see the future. She uses a staff to see things. So you might use your psychic gifts, but cut off access. So you might use your psychic gifts to tune into what's going on with your person, but maybe not let them know what's going on with you. And you might be still more of like a mystery. I am getting Knight of Swords and King of Swords, which is Aquarius, Gemini, Libra energy. And the High Priestess is like a Pisces energy. And then I get the King of Cups in reverse. So you might still see your person as a distorted masculine. So you might be like, I'm not going to let them have access. I still intuitively feel like they are the same and have not changed. They are still this distorted king. And you might, even if your person presents to you as an upright king, you might think, but we can't go deeper than that, because if we were going to talk about the connection, it'll just tumble back into them being selfish. So you're looking at them as, even if they have feelings for you as the King of Cups, it's in reverse. You might look at it like, yeah, but I don't know. Even if you see you guys together, the High Priestess and King of Cups, even if you see you guys as together, you're like, you know what, we would have been so great, or we could be so great if we were in alignment, if we were in the light, if we were better. Maybe you guys feel like you guys, you know, kind of did and said things to each other which kind of maybe ruined it for forever, but you know, in your perception, and feel like you guys can't really come back from that, but you guys would have been great together, but you guys both made bad choices, let's say, or hurt each other and said and did things that were harmful, and now you're like, well, now I think too much has gone, you know, gone by, that I don't know if I can, you know, get that back. And then I get the 7 of Coins, which is, yes, 7 of Coins, which is scar. There might be a scar here. And I get the 7 of Coins in reverse. And so you might feel like, you know what, I'm not patient to see if this person's going to grow. I'm not going to wait around for years to see if my person is going to stop being all of a sudden selfish, you know, and stop being selfish. So I feel like that you're going to be like, you know, I think that I've seen enough. I feel like what they have done maybe has scarred me. And I don't know if I want to hang around for another like 5 years to see if this person's going to like come forward correct. So that kind of thing. Beyond a 3 months time, I get the Knight of Wands in reverse. Your person might be like, okay, well, I just can't get sex here. Obviously, I'm not going to get my sexual needs met here, so I may as well go somewhere else. So your person might be like, I guess we're just going to have to be friends, because I don't know if we can have sex, and I don't know if we can really do this. I don't know about being able to have my needs met then with pile 2 if I can't or don't want, if I don't feel like doing what they are asking me to do, and they're not going to be with me otherwise, then I guess that's just that. So your person might just be like, okay, well, that's just that then. And then for you, I get the Empress in reverse. And you're going to be like, see, I knew they didn't respect me or honor me. I knew they didn't respect me as the Empress. So it's kind of like you guys are both needing the other person to do something that you guys can't budge or compromise on. Or maybe your person doesn't want to. I feel like your person is selfish and doesn't want to compromise. And for you, you feel like you are left no choice then, and you can't compromise. Like there's this is your self-worth here with the Queen of Fire. And then with the Empress, it's again like I can't compromise that. And I think you're going to be like, if I were to be with pile 2 and do what they want without dishonoring, you would feel like you're dishonoring yourself. So with the Empress in reverse, and again, this is Mother Gothel, Mother Knows Best. This may be a mother issue for you. This might be a mother wound for you with your person. It might be triggering a core wound. Interesting how Mother Gothel, was using Rapunzel's hair to just heal and give her beauty and youth. The Queen of Fire is also a queen that is obsessed with beauty and youth. So this is very interesting. So both of these queens are like, focused on their own self-preservation and vanity. But what's interesting is it seems like that with you feel like if you're to be with your person in the future, that you would be dishonoring yourself. You would be a distorted Empress then. You're like, I would be out of alignment, and I would be too self-sacrificing of something too important to be with pile 2, to be with my person. And you're like, I'm in the Queen of Wands upright energy. If I were to be with this person, I would just be distorted like them. They would turn me into a distorted mess. And I feel like I would be stuck in my mother wound, my childhood wound from my mom for forever. So that's what that is. Okay, I'm realizing we're like 30 minutes in. I'm so sorry we keep going. Okay, let's get to some lighter stuff. I feel like I should give you a final message. I'm going to talk more about their thoughts and feelings in the extended, so don't worry. I'm not going to abandon you guys and leave you hanging. But I do feel like we have excessively gone on. All right, so what does your person wish they could confess to you, which was literally the whole point of the video. I'm sorry. I hope that was eye-opening for you. All right, so 1, 2, 3. This is going to be an interactive piece for your final message. And I definitely am going to go into more of what they would confess to you in the extended, as well as some other things as well too. So it'll still be juicy. It'll still be worth it. All right, I'm giving you one extra divine masculine card actually, because you guys need more confessions. Okay, so for your person, I have this beautiful quartz crystal to symbolize pile 1. So if you're drawn to pile 1, this will symbolize this. If you guys are drawn to pile 2, I have this beautiful pink amethyst heart. And if you guys are drawn to pile 3, I have this titanium quartz cluster. So feel free to pick piles or pile 1, 2, and or 3. You can pick whichever crystal or crystals you are drawn to. I'm not going to limit or restrict your confessions from your person today because I feel like we've kind of skimped on those, even though I feel like it was very informative. Okay. So pause the video if you need more time to pick the pile or piles, and unpause whenever you're ready. All right, you guys, so I just have to run through this real quick before I get to your final message. And I just want to thank you guys so much for watching the video, for your likes, for your comments, for your sharing it on social media, telling your friend, watching my ads for 30 seconds while they're on silent in the background. After 30 seconds, you can return back to this video and press skip, and then I'll continue channeling for you and we'll keep progressing on forward. Thank you guys also for your donations. You guys have been donating to the channel as thank yous for these readings. So if you guys are looking to if you guys would like to make a donation, you guys can go to my super thanks button, or you can go to PayPal or Venmo. My information is in the description box. And donating to the channel helps me buy super cute, adorable little ghosts for you, and crystals and card decks and all sorts of awesome things. If you guys have not subscribed yet, I want to invite you guys to subscribe. We do have lots of Halloween videos coming up, and I am glad you guys are here. Hopefully you guys will stick around. Hit the notification bell to give you guys updates of whenever I release all new videos when you click the bell button that says all, and I will be releasing videos also every Friday for a while. I'm also offering private readings as well if you would like a private reading from me. My website is fairyastrology.com, and I offer readings in 15-minute intervals with the pricing being accordingly, and I can channel for you with astrology, tarot, and oracle cards over the phone or over a video call to anywhere you are in the world. Okay guys, let me know if you need my help. All right, so for those of you who have picked this quartz, what your person would confess to you or confide in you if they could confess to you their truth. I feel safe confiding in you. Okay, your person trusts you. They do trust you and they do feel safe with you. So they do feel like you guys do have a strong bond. They also feel like they need to have time to figure out an external situation. It says, please give me time. I've never felt this way before. So your person is also like, okay, I need to figure out a solution. I'm actually not content not getting sex. And they're that little Chernobyl monster being very frustrated not getting what they want. And so they're like, okay, let me see if I can figure it out. Maybe I just need a little bit more time to fix this. It says, envisioning you in my bed every time I am with myself in private. So this is their self-pleasuring, and that's why they're like, I don't want to keep doing it by myself. I want to be with pile 2. And then having difficulty acknowledging inner child wounds. So it seems like this dynamic and connection with your person or what they're going through right now, even in their external life, is really kind of activating and bringing up a lot of their inner child wounds. It also might be for you bringing up wounds in regards to mother or maternal energy. So you both might be triggered with childhood wounds right now. All right, for those of you who have picked this pink amethyst heart, your person's confessions and confiding in you, their shadow side, they are going through a lot of pain actually. It says, I am secretly heartbroken. So your person is actually very heartbroken and they're going through a lot of pain. Then I get, I am in so much pain. So here we go. I am secretly heartbroken and I'm in so much pain. They would open up and be vulnerable to you, telling you how sad they are without you if they could. The intensity of our connection can be daunting, but also a blessing. So they feel like you guys have a very intense connection. And I was blind and frozen to our connection, but not anymore. And they also now realize the full feelings and the full intensity and the full pain of not having you and the loss of you, or being separated from you, or not being able to like unite with you, not to merge with you. So there is that. So they are in a lot of pain. For you guys who have picked this titanium quartz, your person's confessions, I get light side message, I still love you, I want to be with you. So your person still is in love with you, and I feel like they want to still be with you. They are selfish, and so maybe you have felt like you guys have gotten to a gridlock, but they do still love you, they want to be with you, they are super jealous, they do not want you with any other person, so they are very, very jealous. And they love you and they want to be with you and they don't want you to be with other people. Your interests and hobbies arouse my curiosity to pursue them as well. So they also want to be with you, also like sharing your interests and hobbies and doing things that you love to do. So that is not the selfish piece for them, because they actually have a lot in common with you, or they're very interested in trying your hobbies. It is other pieces of them where they are being selfish. In this instance, they're like, no, I want to learn everything about what pile 2 likes. I want to try everything that pile 2 is good at. I want to absolutely experience this. So I feel like you guys have a lot in common and you guys can experience a lot of those things together. So there is that. And I used to believe we were incompatible in the past, but now actually, I don't care if we were incompatible. Now I just want to be with you because I love you. So your person is still in love with you and wants to be with you. All right. So that is what I have for you for this piece. All right, guys. So for the extended, I have more of their confessions and confiding in you with their late night thoughts, more about their mysterious heart and what is in it, and chocolate candy kisses, sugar rush of love, what do they want to confess to you? And in addition to that, I have 2 questions from Spirit and the universe that they want for me to channel for you at this time to help you with your person. 1, what have they realized? So what has your person realized about you? I'm going to use Let's Fall in Love Oracle. We haven't gotten to this one. So what has your person realized about you? And how do you affect them right now? So we're going to pick their emotions. All right, so how do you affect them right now? We have ocean of emotion and mixed emotions. So we're gonna see how are their emotions when it comes to you and how are you triggering them or affecting them? What are you making them feel? All right, guys, so if this is interesting to you, feel free to go back to the description box now and scroll down. You guys are the pink ghost, and I will see you guys at your pile in the extended. And for those of you not joining me, no worries. I'll see you guys next time in the next Halloween video, in my archived videos, in the comments, or in a private reading. See you guys later. Bye. Hi, Pile 3. Welcome to your reading today, where we are focusing on what are their confessions. What do they want to tell you? What do they want to confide in you about? Okay. So I have this, seriously, how cute is this little baby bat? Honestly, I am in love with him. I think he's the cutest ever. I love him. You picked him because he is just like this little baby you want to protect, I think. Anyway, he's adorable. And I'm going to put him in frame for you so you can see him. This little baby bat is going to bless your reading today. You also have picked this cat tarot card, which I'm going to be using for you guys today. So we have our little black cat, Halloween cat, and I've picked for you this beautiful amethyst. So I will put this in frame for you as well. Okay, and this is the 4th video in my 8 video Halloween series. I hope you guys have been enjoying these, and I hope you've been watching them and they've been helping your connections with your person. I'm going to see right now about your person. And I want to see, what is your person's, first we're going to start with the Celtic cross spread actually. What does your person's higher self want them to confess to you? What do they want them to tell you if they could tell you anything? What is their higher self guiding them to do with you? So that's this card. I will not take reversals for this Celtic cross. I'll take reversals when we get to the relationship section. But right now I'm just going to be doing upright cards because I want to see a lot of this Celtic cross spread is going to focus on what is your person's higher self guiding them to do? And then what are they ready for? What are you doing? So that sort of thing. So I like clarity. I like things to be able to be clear and organized when it comes to channeling, but then I also free flow around. Anyway, let's see. So your person's higher self really wants them to confess to you and has been urging them to confess to you that there's something in their life that is over or completed, either the end of a cycle or a dynamic between the two of you, or that you guys are finished, completely done, or that something in their life that's major is completely done, or that there's a dynamic in their life, like an interpersonal cycle, something that they've processed, worked through, broke patterns about, that is finished. And also, I feel like your person's higher self wants them to open up to you and confess that they feel like a wounded warrior, because the Nine of Wands is like the soldier that is left standing after a big battle. Maybe your person's higher self wants them to open up to you about a big battle, or about what they've been going through and suffering about, or going through internally. So it seems like your person's higher self is wanting to share with you like how strong your person is, because I'm getting this very, very strong white cat with a bandage around its head after something that was very, very hard. So maybe about that your person feels kind of traumatized or wounded, or open up about their trauma. Then I get the Leo card. Okay, so your person's higher self wants to communicate to you about their confidence and their strength and their bravery. So really the Nine of Wands and the Leo card is really about strength. I also want to say that it might be a fire sign energy your person is being affected by or has strong in their chart right now. I'm getting Leo energy. Nine of Wands is also fire energy. So I would say Leo energy there. So there is that. Your person wants to open up or share with you or confide in you and tell you that you are somebody that is so loyal, that you are your person wants to confess their loyalty to you. They want to confess to you that they are jealous and that they are very rigid and inflexible, and that because of their pride. So your person's higher self wants them to tell you just how much jealousy, pride, and inflexible your person is. So there is some rigidity going on with your person right now. And they want to tell you that this rigidity, this inflexibility piece is because of trauma. It's because of like them going through a big battle, a big wounding. Then I get the Ten of Cups Ultimate Happiness Family card. So it seems like your person's higher self wants them to tell you, one, how important family is to your person, and also how important you are to your person, that they are trying to make their choices right now out of loyalty. They might be making loyal choices to their family. They might be making loyal choices to you. I feel like your person is ruled by loyalty right now. And it seems like that, yeah, your person also, their higher self is guiding them to tell you or to confess to you that you make them the ultimate, like, that you are the ultimate happiness for this person, and that you make them the most happy. So there is that. And even if you guys yourselves have gone through a great trial and tribulation in this connection, that you and your person are still left standing, even if you guys are wounded, you guys are still left standing because of the love within and inherent in this connection, and because really you make each other so happy. I get Page of Cups. It's in reverse, but we're not taking reversals for this section. So in the past, it seems like what they have confessed to you and opened up to you about is that they have a crush on you, and then later on they probably evolved it to a romantic love on you. So it seems like that in the past they've opened up about their romantic feelings, their crush feelings. So there is that. So I like this a lot. It seems like, yeah, your person I feel like they feel a lot of love for you. With the Leo card is a romance card. With the Ten of Cups, with the Page of Cups, it seems like they've told you that they loved you in the past. And they really confided that in you, and they confessed that. In the future, your person is going to be ready to tell you about how their crush feelings, their Page of Cups, how they've loved you in the past in a way that was like sweet and pure and innocent, has now evolved to like this king of love that your person wants to or will be ready in the future to tell you, probably in the next 3 months actually for the time frame. This usually is 3 months. In the next 3 months, I feel like your person's ready to confide in you or confess to you like major big love. Scorpio season comes through strong. I am getting Scorpio, Cancer, Pisces with these water signs, with the Page of Cups, King of Cups. So it does seem like that there is some strong energy here when it comes to this. So King of Cups, your person has a lot of love. It's like the King of Hearts, King of Love card. So your person's going to confess their love or how much they desire to be a romantic partner to you. What your person's higher self wants to remind them about or warn them about when it comes to you and this connection is that it's all about choices. It's all about decisions. I get the Judgment card. Also, I feel like your person's higher self is still making some choices on your person's behalf in order to connect to you, in order to influence this connection. It seems like on a soul level, you and your higher self and your person and your person's higher self are still making decisions about this. So it seems like nothing is settled. Nothing is finalized. And it seems like they want to let you know, or your person's higher self wants your person to tell you or remind you that nothing is set in stone right now. Nothing is settled, that there's still a lot that can happen in this connection. And there's actually still a lot of hope in this connection. I am also getting Libra energy. If you're watching this video when I'm releasing it, we are in Libra season right now. So Judgment can be that there's something happening in Libra, as well as the King of Cups could be Scorpio season. So see what happens this October, November, if you're watching this when I'm releasing it. Even if you're watching this a separate year than 2025, this is timeless. So let's say you're watching this next Halloween or in a few Halloweens from now, I would still pay attention to that time frame. Your person, what they're ready to tell you is just that they're very conflicted and they still don't know what choice to make. It seems like your person is still on the fence, or they still almost like have two desires that conflict strongly inside of themselves, that they still are unable or unwilling, or I feel like obviously it seems like in this case that they are unable to make a choice. It might be that there's a gridlock going on within your person, where it's like they are conflicted because they have two huge desires or two huge values that they have that are at odds with each other, and that's why they are in a gridlock or a stalemate within their own self, where they're not able to make a choice or a decision inside of their own self. For your person, you are showing up that you love them. So this card represents you, and how are you showing up to your person? What have you confessed and told your person? And I get the Emperor. So you have told your person and confessed to your person that they are the one, that they are the ultimate one for you, that they are your divine masculine, that they are somebody that you would marry or a spouse. I get the Emperor. It seems like you have told them that they are like your ultimate. So there is this. And it's interesting because both masculine cards in this spread, they show up as like really good ones. And they showed up upright. Even where I turned them upright for this section, they still already showed up upright, which I actually will take as important. So I get that your person is showing up King of Cups, Emperor energy. So I'm also getting Aries energy for the Emperor. And it seems like that, yeah, your person, what is this? Is this like a world? Yeah, like your person, it's like they are your whole world. And in that way, they are the most important masculine in your energy. So there is this. And it's interesting how the Emperor, even though the Emperor is different than the Kings, it seems like they are dressed the same. They both have crowns. They both have collars. They both have jewelry hanging off the collars. So it's interesting here. So it's almost kind of like, you know, your person shows up the way that you've wanted them to be, the way you've always wanted them to be. So it's like this cat looks the same. So it's like your person shows up the way that you've always visualized them to be or imagined them to be within the next 3 months of time. I do get what your person wants above all else right now is they want to be strategic. They want to be deceptive. They want to not let you in on it. And they want you to not know what they're going through, or they want to be very private, or it seems like that they feel like they have to, at this time, keep everything in or everything close to their chest or everything they really can't open up to you right now. So it seems like what they want above all else is they want to be closed off. But they don't want to be closed off in the way where they don't ever open up. It just seems like they need to be so selective. They need to be so strategic. It needs to be the timing of this is important. So it seems like the timing is also very important in regards to this or in regards to your person. So I get that, yeah, your person is needing to be very discreet or private, or maybe they talk to you in ways where you can communicate in ways like kind of on the down low as well. And look at this. In the future, I get King of Cups, Queen of Pentacles. It seems like in the future, they're going to tell you that they want you guys to be together. Again, these cats, these white cats wearing the crowns, being paired together, it seems like they're going to tell you in the next 3 months that they want to be with you in a serious relationship. And I feel like they will open up about that. So it seems like maybe they can't open up about that right now, but they will open up about that within the 3 months' time. So I'm getting this King of Cups, this Queen of Pentacles. I'm getting Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn energy. So it seems like, yeah, they're going to want to open up to you and tell you that they want you guys to be a divine pairing. This is a commitment. This is a soulmate bond. This is like a very serious future. This is like a pairing together so you guys can be together for the rest of your life. So this is a very, very beautiful final outcome for this Celtic cross. So there is that. All right. Now I want to see. Now I'm going to do a relationship spread. And this relationship spread will have reversals, or I would interpret them if there are them, which there are, because I'm already getting 2 white feet and 1 black foot on your side. Then I get all white feet on your person's side. The past has all black feet. And then what they're going to most likely do towards you within the next 3 months, what you will most likely do towards them in the next 3 months, what they would do towards you later on down the road, and what you would do towards them later on down the road. Okay. So what are you thinking and feeling about this situation? King of Pentacles in reverse. Knight of Cups, Justice. You know they love you, but they are acting a fool, is basically what it is. You feel like they are not being fair. They are not honoring you or prioritizing you. There may be some imbalance or karma or negative consequences that have occurred in this connection. I get the Justice card in reverse. That again, that's Libra energy. So it seems like that in this case, yeah, you're feeling like things are not very fair. They're not balanced. Maybe you feel like you're overgiving or you're giving a lot and they're not giving. Maybe you're sharing a lot and they're not sharing, or you're open, communicating, and they're not open. Knight of Cups upright though, you know that they love you. And you know that like you love them. So there is a lot of love that you feel. You might be aware that there's a power struggle going on or that goes on in this connection because I'm getting 2 masculines, which usually that can like butt heads, where it's like if both of you are trying to be the masculine, you're both trying to take action and drive something forward in your lives. But it looks like they're going maybe in different directions, but also power struggle. And I'm getting that it's like there's so much love here. And then I get the King of Pentacles. Okay, I'm getting Taurus energy, the strongest. Virgo, Capricorn can also be there, but I do see the Taurus symbol. And with this Knight of Cups, King of Pentacles, you might feel like they deeply love you, but you guys are not in a commitment, and you guys are not, you know, I get the King of Pentacles. You guys are not planning for the future right now. You also might feel like as much as they love you, they might be in their distorted masculine, or they might be in too much of a masculine, not enough of a feminine. So there is this situation. So it seems like you guys have a love, but not a commitment, and it might be imbalanced and it might be unfair. More water signs, Scorpio, Cancer, Pisces energy, and Libra energy, and Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, but especially Taurus energy. In their side, it's obviously all reversed because we get all the white feet. It seems like the hanged man or the hanged cat is freeing themselves. So whatever has been a restriction is starting to free oneself now. So it does seem like with this, that your person is really wanting to like skip through life. They also might feel like they want to avoid responsibility and accountability, but they might feel tied up and that they can't. So they might want to just like throw everything away and, you know, go on a vacation with you. But they like know that they're tethered. They know they're tied to their real life and that they can't do that, or tied to their obligations and responsibilities and they can't do that. But it does seem like they are starting to become more free or more upright. So that's good. They have received a lot of perspective change, or a lot of change in their thoughts and their perspective, which has led them to different, I would say different, even maybe different core beliefs. Your person doesn't want to end this. They don't want you guys to be done or over. I get the Death card in reverse. I'm getting Scorpio energy. So your person does not want this situation to die or to be over. They want you guys to still continue you guys might feel like you're in a coma, or they might feel like you guys are in a coma where you guys are not like thriving, but you guys are not over. So you guys are not dead. There is this. And then I get the Page of Swords in reverse. It seems like they feel like you're not really able to know too much about what's going on in their life, and that's what they want. That they know, this is usually the card of like the spy, and this is a female card or a feminine card. So usually I see feminine as the viewer. And so I would say that they know that you can't really figure out too much of what's going on, that they only share with you tiny, tiny little bits, that you don't really know what's going on with them in their life. And it seems like maybe the important real stuff they keep locked away. So there is this. I get Aquarius, Libra, Gemini energy. Then in the past, what's happened is Aries energy, Emperor energy. So I do get that in the past, your person has maybe been a little selfish. They might have been in their upright, masculine. You guys were in a very serious, committed partnership with the Aries card, with the Fool and the Two of Cups, and they're all upright. So it seems like, yes, with the Aries energy, that your person has been upright, but also they might have been moody, impatient, impulsive. They also were passionate and confident. So there is that. And I feel like there was a lot of fire in this chemistry, in this passionate connection. I get the Fool, Gemini, Sagittarius energy, and I get Two of Cups, Cancer energy. It was a healing relationship. I'm getting these two cats, which are equal in this, in partnership, equal in energy. I'm getting a healing catus. I'm getting giving each other these beautiful daffodils, giving each other love, both equal, both mutual. And then with the Fool, it seems like you guys were able to take risks. You were able to take a leap of faith. You guys were able to claim and seize the opportunity that was given to you. So there is this. So yes, there is that. I feel like you guys were in a very serious relationship. Now, if either you guys are in a relationship, it's kind of hanging on by threads, or you guys are not together, but you guys do interact with each other a lot, and you guys know you love each other, and you know that this connection is important to you both. But it's like there's some responsibilities that are blocking your person, and also tons and tons of them not letting you in emotionally. Like not letting you, not revealing to themselves, not being transparent to you, I would say. In the future, actually all these cards are upright. So there is this, I get the Four of Pentacles. So I am, no, this showed up as little white feet up top. No, it didn't. Black feet up top. Yeah, in the next 3 months, your person's still going to probably want to be very closed off. They want to hold on to you because you're valuable. They're going to want to hold on to you because you're valuable, but they're not going to want to open up to you emotionally. They're not really going to want to let you in too much. They're not really going to want to reveal their true heart to you. And then I get Scorpio. So you or they may be a Scorpio energy, or this might even happen during Scorpio season. So there is this. And I'm getting intuitive, loyal, and protective. So they're very protective over you, and they are very loyal to you. They are very intuitive and wise, and I feel like they're trying to navigate these waters in a way where they feel like they're doing what they know is best. I get the card jealousy again for them. So they're going to be jealous again. And I'm getting abrasive, and I'm getting secretive. Yeah, they're just going to be very secretive. They're going to be very secretive. They're going to be jealous. They might be abrasive or have a difficult time interacting with you, or be a little bit in like a snippy personality, or they might have an abrasive personality. But they're going to be very psychic, very intuitive. They're going to really sense this. And then I get the Nine of Swords. They're going to have a lot of worries, anxiety, sleepless nights, panic attacks. I feel like that this behavior that they're doing is leading to them being so oppressed or repressed that it really builds up in their system. I'm also getting, too, that they might be so nervous, worried, or anxious that you would find out, that other people would find out. It seems like maybe they need to keep things stealthy for now for a reason, and maybe they feel like that there is something beneficial for everybody involved, or you and them, and if other people are involved, for them to be like super stealthy. Like maybe they're in the army, you know, like maybe there's something going on where they need to just be so private. Maybe they're a lawyer, or maybe their job is one that involves privacy or confidentiality, that sort of thing. All right, for you, how you're going to be reacting or interacting with your person in the next 3 months. All right, Pisces energy, you're going to be emotional, you're going to be romantic. Pisces, Scorpio energy are very compatible. You're going to be compatible with your person. I get also very psychic, intuitive. So you're both going to be ruled by your intuition. Artistic, kind, intuitive, secretive as well. You're both going to be secretive. You both are going to keep your cards close to your chest. You also are going to be moody and indecisive. So you also are both going to be emotional, moody people that don't really share with each other too much about what's going on, not super open, but emotional, and you know that each other loves each other, and also very artistic, but also probably excessively empathic and very kind and compassionate and maybe extra loving. And then I get Six of Swords in reverse, but you're still going to feel like we're not a team, we're not being together, they're not emotionally supporting me the way that I want them to, that, you know, they're still not really being a team with me, you guys are not in the same boat together, they may not be, again, opening up much, and so you might be upset about that. And then I get the Eight of Wands, which leads you to shut down and maybe not talk to them as much, or maybe not communicate your truth, or maybe not be as transparent as normal. You might feel like, I'm just being so sensitive, I don't want to share that with them, I don't want to burden them with that. And you might also feel limited by geography if you guys are a long distance couple or connection. Beyond 3 months' time, I'm getting Five of Pentacles. Your person is going to have a very strong fear of loss. They might have a strong fear of financial loss. They might have anxieties about relationships or about you or about this connection. Or it might be a fear of losing you that triggers your person into action. We don't know what's happening beyond this. But they might have a lot of worries, anxieties, and fears. You, towards them, I get the Two of Pentacles in reverse. You might feel like, you know what, why am I juggling you in my life? You might feel like, I'm going to make different priorities now. You might feel like, you know what, I'm not going to juggle you in my life. If we connect, we connect. If we talk, we talk. I'm not going to be, you know, waiting for you by the phone and holding space for you in this way. I'm just going to put this down and live my life. And if you join me in it, then you join me in it. So there is this. And interesting where in the next 3 months, you're going to feel like, you know what, we're not in the same boat together. And beyond 3 months' time, it seems like now there are two boats. So now it's like, you're like, we're not in the same boat together. We're basically in same separate ships, maybe even ships passing in the night. So I feel like you're not going to prioritize your person as much. I feel like they would have to, and again, this only shows a brief snapshot. This doesn't show what happens even beyond this point, because I feel like this point may be a catalyst to another part in the story. So I feel like this is just another chapter. This is not like your ultimate outcome. This is just an additional chapter. So there is this. So it seems like this is not really something you guys are going to solve in 5 minutes. And it seems like this is something you guys are going to have to figure out as time goes on. But there are some interactional patterns that are not working for you guys, that are not really healthy. But also because I'm getting cards that your person is so rigid, I think it might be very challenging for your person to, because of trauma, for your person to break free from needing to dominate and control everything and dictate the course of this relationship dynamic. And I don't feel like they're really receiving too much influence from you. All right, so now I'm going to go to, we've already gone 27 minutes. Now I'm going to go to, all right, so I'm going to use Let's Fall in Love Oracle. And I'm going to see, what does your person want to confess to you? What do they want to confide in you about if they could open up to you? What would they tell you? Oh, that's beautiful, actually. All right. Right, obviously. Yeah, obviously. Okay. So your person is trying to be more honest. I feel like your person does have a lot of integrity and they're trying to be more honest. I feel like with them hiding things secretly or selectively from you, it's because they're trying to be discerning. They're trying to be wise about what they disclose. I don't think that they are trying to betray you in any way. I just feel like they are trying to only share things that will be helpful and not share things that will be destructive, jeopardizing, risky, or unhelpful. So I'm getting that they are spinning a trap of lies, or they are kind of trapping themselves in this little mental prison that they have going on right now, because they are holding back a lot. That is emphasized by this card, which says hiding true feelings. So they feel a lot of emotions for you. They feel a lot of feelings, but they might be keeping them to themselves, and they're not really revealing or sharing to you the depth of their feelings for you. So they're hiding their true feelings to themselves. I also feel like spinning a trap of lies might be that they're in denial, or they're trying to like
they're not in denial. They're very, very, very much aware that they have deep romantic love for you. So, I mean, we got the Page of Cups, King of Cups. Like, they're very deeply aware that they have, like, so much love for you. And also, you guys might be confused because I know the Celtic Cross part of the video is about them, like, telling you that they want to be with you. And then we're seeing here that there's a lot of, like, dynamics in the relationship spread that seem to conflict with that. But I feel like your person might have both things be true. I feel like they might reveal some things and then hold some things back in alternated ways. And I also feel like your person's higher self is trying to guide them to open up more to you. And I also feel like that your person is growing as a person. And there are some things being decided on a soul level that you and your person are deciding intuitively and spiritually, like on a soul level, that will also dictate the course of this connection as well. So I want to say that I can, because I'm reflecting on it and I'm like, it could sound very confusing having that information, but I do feel like there's a way for all of that to coexist and be true. It's just very layered. And that might be another reason why your person is kind of like going crazy in their own mind and in their own thoughts, and probably why this is frustrating you as well. So I get spinning a trap of lies, awakening to my true self. So I feel like that they are trying to come out of a space where either they're lying to you or lying to themselves, or in this case, I don't think it's lying, I think it's hiding. So I feel like that your person has been hiding. They might have been telling white lies or little fibs in order to get away with not being vulnerable, get away with not sharing with you like what they really truly feel inside. So there is that. But it seems like, yes, that they are awakening to their true self and evolving as a person. So I feel like they really want to tell you that, yes, I'm hiding my true feelings for you. And yes, I'm probably trying to redirect you and I'm trying to kind of have you not look at this thing over here. But I do want to let you know that the reason why I'm keeping things to myself is because I am really trying to grow as a person. I'm trying to be a better person, and I'm trying to awaken to be like the best, adult version of myself that I can be. I'm trying to become the best version of me. I'm trying to be my best self. So there is that. I get charming you off your feet. They wish that they could charm you off your feet. They want to charm you. I feel like there are things that they like to do that are charming or flirty or joking or, fun that makes you feel happy. But I also feel like that does not involve big romantic declarations of love and full disclosure of their vulnerabilities, feelings, and traumas. So I feel like that they're wanting to keep things like a fun dance instead of like an emotional sharing, spilling, vulnerable piece. The path I walk is a lonely one. I feel like that for a person who loves you deeply but has to keep it to themselves, it's a very lonely path. I wonder if there's actually even a lot of people that they actually do tell about this, if they have anybody with them on their journey to share this with. Because I do feel like that they are a very lonely soul, which is sad. They might feel like the only person I can trust is myself, ultimately. I feel like there's a very much of like a loner vibe when it comes to your person. But they really want to, they wish they could confess to you that they could just want to like cozy up by the fire with you and snuggle with you and cuddle you. I feel like they want to open up and confess to you how much they enjoy cuddling with you and holding you and being physically close. And then I worry that you won't let me in. I feel like your person worries that you guys will not be open to them and their advances if they continue this pattern or, indefinitely, basically. Because you might have a very limited amount of patience that you have for your person, and I feel like they might have exhausted a lot of it. I feel like that if they start to see you being gradually more and more closed off, which is what I kind of feel like over the next few months they might witness, and that may or may not be your truth. That might just be what you show them. But I get that it seems like that they worry that one day they are going to run out of chances. They're going to run out of chances and they're going to lose access. And it says, I see forever in your eyes. They wish they could tell you that they see forever with you, that they have a forever love with you, that they love you deeply, that you guys, they really want a future with you, that they want to pair with you. So there is that. All right. And now I'm going to do final messages from their confessions or what they would like to confide in you. All right. This, and this. All right. So I'm going to use Hermit. Messages from Divine Masculine. Light side, shadow side messages. All right. So I'm going to pull 2 masculine cards. We're going to make this 3 masculines. we're going to make this be interactive, and I'm going to have you pick your pile. This is your final message, and I will have it extended. So I will cover what I'm going to go over with you in the extended after this final message. And all right, so we have 3 piles, my sweet darling love. All right, the first pile, I'm going to symbolize it with this rhodochrosite soulmate crystal. The second pile, I'm going to symbolize it with this green obsidian. And the the third pile, I'm going to symbolize it with this amethyst cylinder. So feel free to pick which pile is yours. You can pick one or multiple confessions. And you can pause the video if you need more time to decide between 1, 2, and or 3, and unpause the video whenever you're ready. All right, guys. Well, first of all, I just want to run through this spiel real quick, real fast. Thank you guys so much for your likes, comments, subscribes. Thank you guys so much for sharing your video, for sharing this video on your social media or telling your friends and for sharing this video on your social media and telling your friends. Thank you guys for watching my ads for 30 seconds while they play in the background on silent. And thank you guys for your donations to the channel. If you want to donate to the channel, you guys can go to my description box where my PayPal and Venmo links are, or you can go to my super thanks button. You guys are the best. It helps me buy cutesy little things for the channel like this and crystals and cards and everything. So thank you guys so much for keeping this channel alive. If you guys want a private reading, my website is fairyastrology.com, and I give readings in 15-minute intervals over the phone or video call, answering any love question or any question at all that you may have. And I use astrology, tarot, and oracle. So feel free to reach out if you need help. All right. So I have for you guys this beautiful rhodochrosite crystal for your soulmate crystal. Your person's confessions are: your person is trying to be patient. They are trying to realize, or they're trying to remind themselves, that it's all about divine timing. That your person is trying to release worry and fear, and that they're trying to know that in the right timing, things will work out between you. They keep seeing signs and synchronicities that are guiding them towards you and uniting with you, being in a relationship with you, getting back together for some of you. And it seems like they are feeling nostalgic about their, I'm sorry, I just saw the other one. They're feeling nostalgic about your past and wishing you guys were together again. So they have been steeped in their memories, remembering your love, remembering and being absorbed in that. Seems like your person is feeling a lot of romantic feelings for you and trying to overcome their 9 of Swords anxiety. And I feel like there's a lot of like 6 of Cups energy, 9 of Swords energy, and a lot of the Star. I am absolutely in love with you. So your person would, if they could confess this to you or confide this in you, they absolutely would. Some of them, they may have done so, and also for most of you, you already know. But it seems like they would love to confess how much they are absolutely in love with you. I also get the number 6, so the 6th of the month or June. And then I get light side message: I regret my actions towards you. So your person feels remorse and guilt, and they feel bad about how they've treated you in the past. And the light side message is a beautiful one because it represents how this regret has led to change. This regret has led to them growing and evolving as a person. And I like how, even though they feel like they regret certain things that they have done regarding you, I feel like they would like to do better in the future. And usually the light side message is like changed behavior. So that's good. All right. Now I get for you guys with this beautiful green obsidian. Your person feels like they highly admire you and they respect you a lot. You've been working on yourself and you've been growing as a person, and they really appreciate that. They really see that and they feel like, I have to do the same thing. It says, taking the time to learn my karmic lessons. Your person is maybe suffering some karma right now. They're learning some lessons right now. I feel like your person is really trying to grow as a person. That's kind of a message across the board. I get pretending to be happy with my current situation when I'm not. Your person might put on a happy face or put on a happy mask or joke around with you and be silly and fun. But I feel like they're very deeply discontent in regards to their life or in regards to some major aspect of their life. Have I lost everything? They are very distressed if they feel like they have lost you, and I feel like that they are very emotional about it. I feel like if your person could confess to you or confide in you, I get that your person would really, really like be sharing with you all of their worries and anxieties and everything that goes through their mind and their heart when they feel like they've lost you. And if they could open up and share that vulnerability piece to you, I think you would actually be very surprised. I get the 9, so September, maybe even something that maybe happened last month, and I'm getting the 9th of the month as well. Shadow side, it says, it is too scary to admit that I'm in love with you. Your person might feel like they know that they love you, you know they love you, but they can't admit it to themselves, or they can't admit that the crush has grown into a deep love. They might also feel like if they love you, it betrays somebody else, or they might feel like if they love you, they would untangle they would, you know, they're so entrapped and entangled in their life, but they would throw it all away to run away with you if they could. And because they can't, it's scary to know that they're in love with you and maybe could never have you. Or they're in love with you and they would never be able to extricate themselves from this trapped hanged man situation. Or that they were so in love with you, but they're ultimately destined to lose you, and knowing that they're just inevitable to never have you. I feel like your person is a little fatalistic and a little maybe catastrophizing, but there is that. For you guys who have picked this amethyst, aware that my karmic partner knows about our connection. They might feel like if they are in a relationship or in a third party, they might be very aware that this person knows about their feelings for you, or knows about you, or how you guys are connecting. If this third party is a job or a family member, they might be like, yeah, I'm very aware that this person knows how much I feel for you. And I want to return to you, but I fear rejection, so I'm just wallowing in despair and keeping myself stuck. So your person is definitely in a martyrdom. I feel like your person is in a frozen state of fight, flight, or freeze, which could be a trauma response. Your person could be feeling very overwhelmed by everything that would be required in order to come forward for you. If it connects to them having to switch around things in their life. But I do feel like, yeah, your person is in very much of a stuck place. Their happiness is their priority, but I also feel like they don't know how to get to that point. I'm getting March or the 3rd of the month could be important. But I do feel like they're going to try to be happy. They're going to try to make the most of it. And I get shadow. It says, I contradict myself and give you mixed messages. That's where I'm getting how the Celtic cross spread can conflict with the relationship spread, where they're like telling you that they want to be in a major serious, like ultimate marriage partner with you. And then also being like, but I can't really let pile, 3 in, and I can't really share my feelings, and I don't know how to get out of this stuck place. So I get that a lot of your person's problem is that they are stuck in a situation they don't know how to get out of. And because of that, it throws them into a conflict inside of themselves and like this quandary where they can't figure out the solution. All right, now I'm going to go to what I will focus on in the extended for you guys. All right, guys, so I'm going to focus more on their confessions in the extended with chocolate candy kisses, sugar rush of love, their late night thoughts, and their mysterious heart. So I'm going to show, this is all going to be what they would tell you if they could confide in you anything, or if they could confess anything. And then these cards are going to be questions that Spirit wants for me to channel for you in regards to your person to best help you out at this time. Messages that you need to know. And I get, how can you intensify their feelings for you? So it does seem like that your person might need to be, I feel like they're gridlocked, but they might need to be motivated. So maybe they need some push, I guess, from the universe. All right, these two came out. I'm going to see which one I feel like best connects to your life. What are they not telling you, and why did you meet them? What are they not telling you? Because this is all about their confessions and what we'll confide in. So I'm going to take their Untold Truths of the Heart Oracle. So Untold Truths of the Heart Oracle for what are they not telling you? And I'm also going to do the Hidden Truth Oracle. So I will use both of these oracle cards to see what are they not telling you. And then how can you intensify their feelings for you? I'm going to go to Pink Divine Love Oracle. There we go. And we're going to see how can you intensify their feelings for you. All right, my darlings. Well, that is what I have for you. So if you would like to join me in the extended now, feel free to scroll down. You guys are the little bat. So feel free to scroll down your pile 3, the little bat, and I will see you in your extended. And if you're not joining me, no worries. I will see you guys next time in another video, maybe my 5th video in my Halloween series, or in my archived videos or my other Halloween videos, in the comments or in a private reading. I'll see you later. Bye.